Here's a question. What if I told you that Australia's next Centrelink payment increase isn't just about helping pensioners? It's about controlling the economy itself. You've probably seen the headlines. Centrelink payments rising again in 2025. But what if behind that boost lies a system designed to balance inflation, encourage spending, and quietly reset how Australians think about money? This isn't just another policy update. This is the story of how one decision affects millions, and why your next payment may be worth more, but feel like less. In the next few minutes, we're going to uncover the real reason Centrelink is increasing payments in 2025, how these changes are calculated, and who really benefits, the hidden connection between global economics and your local pension, and most importantly, how you can use this shift to strengthen your financial position. Whether you're a retiree, a student, or someone planning for your parents' future, what you'll learn today could reshape how you see government payments forever. To understand the 2025 Centrelink increase, we need to go back in time. After years of economic pressure, rising living costs, and global uncertainty, Australia's welfare system became both a safety net and a symbol of stability. Centrelink isn't just a payment platform, it's the heartbeat of the nation's social security system. Each quarter, the government reviews a series of complex indicators: the Consumer Price Index, CPI, wage growth, inflation expectations, and international trade performance. These numbers determine how much a pensioner, a job seeker, or a carer receives. But here's the twist. The 2025 increase isn't happening in isolation. It's part of a much larger plan. The Reserve Bank of Australia has been signaling that inflation is moderating but far from stable. That means the government is using payments not just to support individuals, but to balance national spending behavior. The aged pension, in particular, affects nearly 2.6 million Australians. Every dollar increase changes how retirees spend, save, and circulate money in the economy. So when you hear Centrelink payment rise, think of it less as generosity and more as economic engineering. Here's the problem. While pension payments are increasing, the cost of living is rising even faster. Electricity, groceries, rent, everything seems to climb higher. So, even though Centrelink's adjustment sounds generous, many Australians are actually falling behind in real terms. The tension lies between nominal and real income. Nominally, you're getting more dollars. But if each dollar buys less than before, your real power declines. And then there's the generational divide. Younger taxpayers often see these increases as a burden, money taken from their income to fund benefits for others. Meanwhile, older Australians see it as a right, something they've contributed toward for decades. Politicians walk a fine line. Raise too little, and retirees suffer. Raise too much, and inflation spikes again. Behind the scenes, the Department of Social Services uses a formula that links pensions to the greater of two numbers, CPI, or male total average weekly earnings. Whichever grows faster sets the pace. But when wages stagnate, CPI takes over, and the link to real prosperity weakens. So, while headlines celebrate the biggest boost in years, many pensioners will still find their budgets stretched thin. The deeper conflict isn't just economic, it's psychological. We've been trained to equate bigger numbers with progress. But as we'll soon see, the truth is far more complex. Let's dig into what's really happening beneath the surface. The Centrelink increase for 2025 is driven by three key forces. 1. Inflation recalibration. 2. Demographic pressure. 3. Political timing. First, inflation recalibration. The official inflation rate doesn't always reflect real consumer experience. Pensioners, for example, spend more on healthcare and essentials, categories that often rise faster than CPI. So, the government adjusts payments using the Pensioner and Beneficiary Living Cost Index, PBLCI, which more accurately mirrors retirees' expenses. Second, demographics. Australia's aging population means more citizens are drawing from Centrelink, not contributing to it. To prevent public outcry, governments often time increases before budget announcements or elections. It's a mix of compassion and strategy. Third, political timing. Payment adjustments can shape voter confidence. Announcing an increase amid economic uncertainty sends a powerful message. We've got your back. But here's what most people miss. These increases also influence spending cycles. More payments mean more local purchases, more GST revenue, and higher economic activity. A subtle form of stimulus. In short, Centrelink isn't just social welfare. It's a financial lever that helps stabilize Australia's economy, often without public debate. Think about it. When money moves from pension accounts into grocery stores, pharmacies, and utilities, the government indirectly boosts business profits while maintaining social peace. It's not charity, it's strategy. Let's look at some real-world cases. Case number 1. Margaret, 74, from Brisbane. She receives the full-aged pension. In 2024, her fortnightly rate was around $1,116. After the 2025 increase, she'll receive roughly $1,152. That's an extra $36 every 2 weeks. Sounds good, right? Except her grocery bill rose by $40 in the same period. Net effect: $4. Case number 2. Stephen and Judy, a retired couple. Their combined pension increased by $72 per fortnight. But because their part-time investment income rose, they hit the taper rate threshold, meaning their pension reduction offset most of that increase. Complexity wins again. Case number 3. John, 61, preparing for retirement. He uses the increase as a planning signal, a sign that inflation pressures remain high. He shifts part of his superannuation into fixed income and cash-based assets to preserve value. These examples show a pattern. The increase is a relief, but not a solution. The key is understanding how to use the system, not just receive it. Here are a few strategic moves. Reassess your budget after each payment change. Check if you qualify for secondary benefits triggered by income thresholds. Consider consolidating expenses to minimize cash leakage. And if you're nearing retirement, use these increases to project your future income and lifestyle gap. Remember, Centrelink doesn't just give you money. It gives you data, a clue about where the economy is heading next. Here's how you can turn this 2025 Centrelink increase into an opportunity. 1. Update your budget. Don't assume your new payment covers inflation. Track your fortnightly expenses, identify rising costs, and make adjustments fast. 2. Recalculate eligibility. Payment increases can change your eligibility for concessions, supplements, or rent assistance. Check MyGov or visit a financial information service officer. 3. Leverage the signal. Payment increases mean inflation persistence. Review your savings strategy. Fixed deposits, bonds, or inflation-linked assets may offer protection. 4. Plan ahead. The next major review could come in September 2025. Anticipate how global interest rate movements may affect the next adjustment. 5. Stay informed. Centrelink is a living system. Policies evolve. The more you understand the logic behind each change, the more empowered you become. Here's the truth. Centrelink isn't just a government agency. It's a mirror, reflecting how Australia takes care of its people and how its people adapt to change. Yes, payments rise and fall, rules shift. But beneath it all lies a story of resilience. Australians don't wait for systems to save them. They learn how to navigate them. So next time you hear, Centrelink payments are increasing, don't just smile at the number. Ask the deeper question, what's this really telling me about where my country, and my money, is headed? And if you found this video eye-opening, stay tuned for more. Because understanding money isn't about numbers, it's about meaning. Subscribe for more weekly insights on finance, psychology, and the hidden patterns behind wealth. Until next time, stay curious, stay smart, and stay ahead.